Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the Cancer full moon, although it's been bringing up a lot of emotions, for me at least, that, you know, they're not easy. But they need to be looked at, I realize when my subconscious mind is causing havoc, and when one of my wounds is like leading the way, it's like you operate from this space where you're doing something or you're feeling a certain type of way, and then you feel justified for it. Like if you're pushing a lot of people away, you're like, oh, well, that's okay because I don't need them anyway, or whatever it is. But it's like, oh, you're operating from your betrayal wound. You don't trust people. And then with that, you probably don't trust yourself either. Or it's a defense mechanism. So, a lot of times we have to look at what's driving our choices. Is it fear, and is it wounding? Because is it like, especially if you get overly critical and judgmental of people, and then you're like thinking you're better than them and all these things, but it's just because you're afraid of intimacy, maybe, to get close to people, or it could be a betrayal trauma or a heartbreak or an abandonment wound or a rejection wound. So all these things that can mess up like our experience, they get in the way. They're like the black goo that's in your aura, which is something I'm going to talk about today. I also want to talk about the spiritual journey. I want to talk about ascension. I want to talk about the path of the seeker, the truther. I want to talk about why choose ascension, right? There's a lot of people stuck in karmic loops, and I know like a lot of people are unconscious, so they don't know, but a lot of people are conscious and they realize that they're in a karmic loop, but maybe they like it. Maybe they're getting a payoff from it. So maybe they, overgiving it, like the empaths, like Aaron Doughty talks about. When empaths overgive, it's because they feel good giving, and it's like a high for them, It's like, I'm not saying not to give. I give all the time. But I don't give at the expense of me. I have very strong boundaries. And it is the path of unconditional love. But then there's like a line, too. Especially if you know somebody's a taker. Then you're like, you have to have those boundaries up. Don't give unless you feel like happily inspired to. If you're giving out of a place of guilt, shame, or wanting, like even if it's to feel better about yourself, I'm giving because I want to feel better about myself, that might just be a program running. Wait till you feel inspired to give and then give. Maybe you need to pull back from giving so much and people pleasing. And I don't know why this is coming up, because this is not even something that I'm planning to talk about, but okay. Anyways, let's continue forward. I want you to read with me my yogi tea message of the day. One who knows how to enjoy life does not need riches. Now this is funny because I was just talking about money. I was actually saying in the last video how money's obsolete too. So it's like, when you're living in alignment, the universe brings things to you when you need them. When you're in co-creation with the universe, you get handed whatever you need. So when you're just chilling, sitting back, simplicities, it's easy and it's enjoyable because you're not hyper-fixated on money. When you're hyper-fixated on money, you're very much in your root chakra. And the root chakra is the first chakra, so that's very low-level consciousness. When you're constantly thinking about your security, am I safe? If you have an addiction, if you need this thing to feel okay, then you're in survival mode. If you're stuck in the root chakra, then you're in survival mode. We talked about these levels of consciousness. So if you're living in that world, you'd be down here. Oh, shoot. Okay, so if you're stuck there, this is a perfect time. Okay, so if you're stuck there, then it's going to be, you're focused on money. You're in survival mode. You don't know. You're in lack mentality. Will I have enough? Will I make it? Am I living paycheck to paycheck? You're going to have a root chakra imbalance. Especially if all you're doing all day is thinking about money. If you don't have money, how can I get money? You know, you have the energy of desperation, and you have the energy of, like, you know, you're trying to push to get something when you should just be relaxing and opening to receive from the universe. Anyways, this is going to be the perfect time for me to jump into this. Okay. Ascension is you moving from 3D, third dimensional consciousness, to 5D, fifth dimensional consciousness. When I was just talking about the root chakra, that would have been dimension 1. That's very, like, you know, surface level. Dimension 2 would be the sacral chakra. Okay, but that stuff doesn't matter, because in this reality, we are in the third dimension. Planet Earth is in the third dimension, which is our solar plexus chakras. So that's why so many people are stuck in their ego, because they're not clearing this out. They're not moving past that to get to the higher levels. Actually, I take that back. Okay, there's a group of people who are still in 3D mentality. Very arrogant, very self-focused, very buys into everything, propaganda, media, all that stuff. But in 2019, a shift happened. It was actually 2018, but we can even go before that, 2012. There's a shift that's been taking place behind the scenes. Okay? So there's been these energies bombarding Earth. Let me see if I can find it. There's been these energies bombarding Earth, right? And they're sent in, like, from galactic ships. They're sent in from the sun. They're sent in to help humans expand out of 3D so that they can go to rise up to another level of consciousness. Now, the reason that we're stuck in 3D is because there are these things around us that make us still feel like we have to operate from this place that is very limited. It's very control. Think about your solar plexus chakra. Control, right? It's like this greedy. It's like, and it's because, you know, the outside people on the planet want us to stay how we are, because then they profit from us. And when we expand and we know our gifts and we become in tune with the universe, and we don't need the money system, we don't need the systems that they put in place, then they become destructive. Okay? There is a destructive energy that comes with 3D, because that's duality, light and dark consciousness. And a lot of people that I have been recently encountering, especially in my business account on Instagram, is the people who are making a decision. They're at a decision point in their life where it's, do I stay where I am, or do I take a leap of faith? Do I bring spirit in, and do I take the next steps? Do I go on my journey to ascend? Do you want to ascend? Why would you want to ascend? Especially if you're in a karmic cycle, like maybe you like doing drugs and you're wanting to be doing drugs, and that's where you like to be. Because, like, what if you don't have that change of heart yet, right? Well, I can tell you why. Okay, but I need to get into this first. Okay, so the 3D is the solar plexus chakra, and it comes with a lot of things around it, around control, around being manipulated, around ego. It's ego-based. It's dark, light, good, bad. Then we go into... So, these energies that have been coming into God, to Mother Earth, to the planet, have been bringing up humans' level of consciousness and helping the planet to ascend. What has happened to Earth is she has become, sorry, I'm gonna cry. She's become very ill because of a lot of things that have happened, how we've lived. So her aura, you know, her life force has been affected. She's been affected, and she became very ill. And just like how humans die and then reincarnate to something different. So when you leave your body, okay, another thing, energy cannot be destroyed. We're energy beings. We are, so a spiritual awakening is, I am a spiritual being having a human experience. I'm a soul. I'm not a human. This is my avatar. I love my avatar. And inside me is this energy body. This is what I am, though. This is me, not this human suit. I am the energy. I am the awareness, the consciousness. We talk about Shiva and Shakti. You are the conscious awareness and the life force. You don't get destroyed. What happens is that you go off into your next journey, and maybe it's not as a human. Maybe you're going to hang out in the spirit side and be a spirit guide for a while, and then after that you're going to go back to another planet. Maybe you want to check something else out. It's the reincarnation cycle. When you get stuck in karma, you have to keep reincarnating on Earth as those wounds until you heal them, and you can get to fourth dimension, heart chakra, where it's more about love, loving others, loving the planet, and it's emotion based. It's like, you know, you aren't just looking out for yourself anymore. You're looking to help and to, I don't know, do what your soul has come here to do, right? But you're not sure what that is yet. So you're still in those stages where you're shifting from one mindset into another. That's where a lot of people are right now, in the fourth dimension. Heart chakra, it's not a bad place to be. It's very good, but it does come with a lot of healing of the wounds. So now that you're not self-serving, now that you've recognized your patterns, you can start healing them and loving yourself and loving life and loving humanity until you... So that would be an ascension, okay? So the energies have gotten you this far to ascend. You still have to do the work so that you can ascend faster and ascend on a fast track. So, where was I? Gaia got sick. And she's dying. She is dying. Just as though we would die, she will reincarnate into her next cycle. When you die as a physical vessel, 3D, you go into your spirit body, and that is automatically, the astral plane is the fourth dimension, so that would be a 4DB. So you'd be in the astral plane, you'd be in 4D, so you automatically ascend. So Gaia, okay, I don't want to keep saying Gaia because I think Gaia's left. Gaia's not on the planet anymore. There's like an echo, but there's no Gaia. She's already to her new incarnation. We have to meet her there. This is why we want to choose ascension. This is why the path of truth is not easy, because you're going to have to uncover a bunch of shit about yourself and humanity and all kinds of shit that's going to rock your world, and you're not going to know up from down, and you're not going to know left from right, and everything's going to seem so fucking chaotic, but it's just what is necessary to break down those 3D barriers that have been built up within you for so long. And humanity, not just you, but generations before you, generations of trauma, of shit that has gone on in this race of humans, that now you're here to help clear so that you can ascend with her. When she ascends, she's going to go to 5D. Or she has gone to 5D. If you know anything about quantum, like the quantum realm, everything's happening simultaneously. So it's already happened, and also the past is happening right now. So, like, you know, that's why you can tap into past energies. It's like, if you imagine, like, a lot of different circles all happening at one time, and they're all different time zones, but it's all happening at one time. Okay. So Gaia's going to 5D. What's going to happen is that the Earth that's left in the 3D that's dying has to terraform. Terraforming is the fires, the volcanoes, the hurricanes, the earthquakes, everything getting broken down so that it can rebuild. The destruction that comes before creation. This is what I'm talking about with you doing your healing. Destruction of limiting beliefs, of limiting thoughts, have to happen before you can ascend into a higher state of consciousness. But with Gaia, since it's her physical, it's the earth. It's the physical. So it has to erupt, it has to explode, it has to blow out. And that's true with like anything. Even if you're doing like a detox, your body's got to let shit go, right? It's a cleanse. She's cleansing and she's terraforming. And it's going to happen only in the 3rd dimension. So if you ascend up to the 5th dimension, you're going to be with her on the 5th dimension. Now this is exactly why I was talking about your timelines. Down here, down here, down here, down here. This is all where your 3D is. Okay? I'm trying to, I don't know if this is the best way to put it. Okay, if you're stuck in 3D consciousness and you're stuck down here, yeah, that makes sense. But you want to get up here. You want to set yourself free. Okay, these are different timelines. On these different timelines, different things are happening. On this timeline, have you ever encountered somebody or like some days you're really close with certain people and then other days you're not, and you're close with different people and you feel it's because you're jumping around on timelines. It's because you're resonating with different people based on the level of consciousness that you're at. If you feel like you're in a lower state of consciousness, then you might hang around people who like to do lower state of, things. You might drink a lot or gossip a lot. When you raise up, get to your heart base, 4th dimensional consciousness is like right here, then you'll want to hang out with people who are more loving and caring and nurturing, and they're still healing too. I'm not saying that healing ever stops either, but what's going to happen is this is Gaia and her auras. This is the Earth and her chakras and her auras. Okay. What will happen? So this squiggly circle here, that is 3D Earth. Okay. Where's my mark? So 3D Earth is dying, and then all the volcanoes and shit's gonna happen. This is her expanding out, and this right here is 5D. This is where the 5D her will be. So your level of consciousness won't be there. If you're in the 5D, then your 3rd eye's open. You're going to be on higher timelines where that shit's not happening. Okay? Lower timelines, that shit's happening. Higher timelines, that shit's not happening. So, she's going to expand out. She does not care if you come with her or not. She would love for you to come with her. She would love for you to experience her in this new timeline, this new dimension. It's gonna be magical and beautiful. But if you're not willing to do the work and the things that come with it, then she will leave your ass, and you will be stuck on the Earth with all the terraforming happening. And those people are going to meet an unfortunate fate, and their souls will incarnate to where they're next. It's probably going to be another planet with karma, but that's just how it is. They've chosen their soul journey, and maybe their soul needed to stay and experience that for a soul growth lesson. We just don't know. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so the back to the aura thing. Okay, so we are at 4D with our hearts, and then 5D is our truth. So we know our truth. We know why we're here. We are living in purity. This is purity. This is you've cleaned up your act, those 7 deadly sins that I always talk about, and you've gotten the negativity out of your field. Okay, so let's talk about negativity. I have talked about how people's negative thoughts can come to you because thoughts are energy, and energy cannot be destroyed, right? And they're little, like, particles, and then they're, like, around your head, so they're like, oh, there's a particle, and there's all these particles, because especially if you're not protecting your energy and wrapping yourself, or your level of consciousness is not high enough to just repel it, then these little thought forms are going to come, and then if you feed them, the more you think that thought and you think it's yours, it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you see that black thing right there? That's what it forms in your aura, like a nasty black entity. They can turn into entities, like lives of their own. And then when you start thinking negatively about yourself, when you start doubting yourself, when you start, they become like parasites. Like when you start being in fear, it just grows bigger and bigger and takes up more and more of this room in your aura. So that sometimes then you start feeling depressed, low energy, like drained, and like you can't function normally, and like you're acting out of character, like this isn't me. That's because you have something. You have to clear it out. See, this is the white light. This is the bright white light of source. You have to do your meditation to call in that light to clear you out. Because these negative attachments and things, they feed off of things that are making you angry, frustrated, sad, in fear, worried, all the negative things. And the more you turn your wheel and turn your wheel, the more it's getting bigger. And that's how people get entity attachments. So you want to clear that up so that you can ascend with Gaia, because in time, what will happen is all these energies are going to go, like I said, get so high. So they will get super high, and when that happens, we will have a mass explosion off of the sun. And when that explosion happens, it's going to change the trajectory of everything. That's when the split's going to happen. So, can you do the work quick enough to be able to reach the next dimension, or will you be resigned to your own fate? But the good news is, if you're watching this and you're an awakened being, you probably already have some kind of insights about the truth, and knowledge is power, just know that. And also, you don't have to be afraid of this, okay? This isn't supposed to scare you or anything like that. It's just supposed to kind of give you the information you need to make your choice on what it is you want to do. When I learned this, I cried a lot, so I'm not going to say anything about it. You can do some Kundalini exercises. It stimulates the bottom of your pelvis, and then the snake, the serpent, or the Kundalini, which is the coil, it starts rising up through your body, okay? So for me, I didn't do it on purpose. It just happened to like take way too much acid one day, and that's the day I spiritually awoken and learned the truth about everything. And then what happened was Kundalini broke loose, and then what it does is it goes through each chakra and it clears it out, and it takes like 18 months. But you can activate it yourself by doing Kundalini exercises, just practicing harnessing your life force, like just cultivating more life force, working consciously with Kundalini and healing modalities. Because I still think I'm still going through it. Like, I feel like right now, like it's gotten to my third act. Like I'm feeling it moving through me. Or moving back down, I'm not too sure, but I can feel it, and I'm just trying to give you information that you need so that you can make the best decision for you. It is completely your life, but going back to your soul soldier, your journey, it's about finding out your truth. Why are you here? Once you get rid of all the fucking negative shit, because I know you're not here to fucking work like a dog until you die and then retire after you did something that you hated for your whole life. That's not what you're here for. There's a reason. And a lot of people on this planet right now are here to heal others, to help them ascend, to teach ascension, to use their spiritual gifts, to be a channel for spirit. And then there's some people who are here to create healthy families, to eliminate generational patterns in the family line, and to build a legacy of their own. Whether that be a legacy of more kids or a legacy of a business or some kind of abundance for their family line. Now, I am going to do a little reading. So I'm going to go on my own soul soldier. I'm going to have I have to do some soul searching. I think I used to think I knew exactly where I was going. But lately some things changed, and I feel like I need to really explore what I really want. And I need to be with myself for a while. So I'm away. So I'm going to be off the grid for a little while. And I'll be back. So if you guys are still interested in doing any readings or one-on-one sessions, just DM me or email me at cosmicfractaloflight@gmail.com. And I'll get back to you when I get back, because this is going to be good for me. There's things I need to figure out. You know, it's crazy when you have a dream and you think like that's what you're meant to do, right? And this dream's been in your head for so long, and you've always thought that that's what you wanted, and then you're like, well, is it even what I want, or is it what society told me to want? And what do I want, right? Like, I know I want freedom. Like, my soul longs for freedom. But what does that mean to me? And how can I acquire it, right? And what does contentment mean to me? Yeah, I have a lot. I'm doing my own thing. Okay. First chakra, base chakra. I know what my needs are, and I actively pursue them, knowing that I will be guided and provided for when I put in the effort. This is exactly what I was talking about. Money. Okay, we work for money. That's okay. We need to pay our bills. Okay, I get it. You know what you need. How can you get it? Go to work, pay your bills. Now, let's talk about soul aligned needs. You're unhappy. How can you get money in a way that makes you happy? And when you put effort into doing what your soul came here to do, then universe just blesses you with abundance. Like, you'll just be getting all these things from all these different places and just being like, oh shit, cool. I open myself to all possibilities and participate fully in life. So, all possibilities, not just, I'm only going to have that avenue and that's it. All possibilities. Okay? The world is your oyster. You have so many things like that could happen at any given moment. And don't just sit in the corner just like the Four of Cups. Like, unless it comes from this cup, I'm not happy. Open yourself up. Do some sacral work. Get ready to receive from the universe, because maybe what you want isn't even for you, right? And maybe you're needing to be an active participant in your life. You can't just sit at home or, in daydreams, or you have to be present. Sometimes when people talk to other people, they're in their head. They're not present. You learn to be present. I use my imagination and my vision to initiate what I wish for, and I pursue it. See, you don't just dream it, you have to go out and get it. I dream it, and then I do something to get it. I am not waiting to be rescued. I am not a victim. I am strong. Exactly. Take charge of your own life. This is your life, your destiny, and you create it for you. You got to take the action steps. Do the root chakra work. The more clear you become, then the easier it is to tap into what it is your soul wants. Yeah, this is funny. I was talking about that betrayal wound. If you're shielded, you cannot be open. You won't be open to receive. If your guard's always up, then there's no receiving. You're not ready to receive. Instead, you're pushing everything away. How can you receive? Drop any shields of shame, resistance, or fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have, because you were born to shine. The protection guardian is a feminine version of Archangel Michael. She is a fierce, protective, yet loving warrior angel who carries an indestructible shield of power and protection, and will come to all who call on her. She will help you drop your fear-based shields and move into a loving, protective force field that will keep you safe, but will allow your gifts to shine out. Although she is here to guard you from lower energies, she is completely relaxed, serene, and confident because she trusts that love will always prevail. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in your past, but that is not your present. Angels are drawing close at this time to help you move beyond any limiting thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Know that angelic protection is swirling around you at this moment and will help you move forward in a more fearless way. Call on your guides for help in changing your frequency so you can feel safe and protected at this time. You are stronger than you think, and your angels and ancestors guides are here to help you realize this. You can ask your guides and your angels and your ancestors to help you also to heal, to keep you protected so you can be open. And then you'll get that feeling if it's not right. Like if that's not for you, then you'll get that feeling. And that's all you have to trust. You don't have to have shields up. You also get that feeling when it is right. You get that feeling and you're like, oh, this is for me. You know. You can also call on your guides, angels, and ancestors to help you eliminate the negativity, the stuff, the shit that's in your aura in your sleep while you're sleeping. So, and to protect you in your sleep because of astral attack, which is psychic attack in the astral form. I'm just going to do a mini reading. Yeah, actually, I'll just do a regular one. Why not? Your theme is the Eight of Pentacles, which is talking about hard work, working diligently. Okay, that's good. Wow. Oh, shit. Great reading. Wow, okay. Okay. Wow. Oh, what about it? Oof. Interesting. I guess this... Is this about healing? Is this about... It's about getting clearer. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. So, today we have the Eight of Pentacles here with the theme. And that talks about hard work, working diligently, working away at something that you really want. But it's also about being focused. It's about being focused. Let's see. Repetitive tasks, mastery, skill development. You're learning a new skill, you're honing on a craft. This means that you're furthering your education or skills in the industry of your choice. It is a new beginning and a chance to move to the next level in terms of work and finances. This reminds you that you are more than capable of building a career that is both emotionally and financially satisfying. And there is an opportunity to be fully present and make a concerted effort with every task that is performed. Yeah, so you're working away. I don't know about finances, because I kind of feel like this is inner work, only because you have here the Hermit in the recent past. And that talks about introspection. This talks about seeing that things that need to be seen, to go on your own soul journey. Like, you've been going on a soul journey, you've been doing soul searching, you've been seeing, you've been noticing your own light, I feel like. Let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles real quick. What are you working away on? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's exactly what the fuck I thought. Okay, you're working away on walking away from a chaotic and competitive, and it's like a mentality of inner conflict and just confusion and chaos, and you're working at releasing that. In the recent past, I think you might be working on your temper. Yeah, you're learning how to communicate better, cooperate with others. You've understood that you cannot accomplish everything by yourself, and you need help, and you are not going to be afraid to ask for help to bring your plans to life. But to me, that's not what this looks like. This looks like you're doing introspection work you're doing introspection work about how you've been speaking to people. You've been being mean, or someone's been being mean to you, but I feel like it's you. I feel like you're looking at how you've been behaving towards others, and this is also causing internal conflict. Or maybe you're always competing with people, and you're learning that is a defense mechanism, that's a coping mechanism, and you're healing that. And you're saying, you're going within and you're saying, teamwork and cooperation and having nice relationships is what where it's at. That's where I want to be. And that's what you're doing here. That's what you're healing. In the present energy, you have the Emperor. That's divine masculine energy. You are in your divine masculine energy. You're in your leadership role. You're authoritative, strong. Let's see what else. You know what you want. You know what you desire. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a heart-based. Okay, let's see what this says. You've recently achieved a goal that you put a lot of energy into, but it is not as fulfilling as you expected it to be. So it's time for more introspection. If you're unsatisfied, reflect on why that may be. Self-reflection will help you discover what will make you truly happy. So you're healing this. You're aware that you have these patterns of competition, of moving impulsively. And you went after something that your heart wanted, because you have the Knight of Teacups here. So that's Emperor status. That makes sense. So you recently went after something you wanted, and you got it, but you're not happy with it. It's a charming person with dramatic flair. The Knight of Teacups is known for his chivalry. He's the first to open the door and shield you from the rain. This card advises you to get in touch with your emotional creativity. Pen a love letter, write a song, or redecorate in a way that inspires you. Very interesting. So maybe something in love. Maybe that's why you're unsatisfied. Or maybe you're unsatisfied about how you... And maybe this is still about how you act. But it's coming to an end. Whatever you're unsatisfied with, you're done with that. Because your next near future energy is the ultimate happiness. Yay! Three of Teacups, celebration, good times, milestones. With the Tower, so change. But it's a good change. It's a heart-based change. You know what you want to go after. You're stuck in your head about it. You know it's going to be celebratory. Oh, yeah. You're just afraid of lack. You're just afraid. But it's a positive outcome. And the best course of action is to keep on moving it slowly towards what it is you want, whatever this is. It's talking about partnership again, talking about collaboration. You have something that's coming together quite nicely, but it's taking some time. Yeah. Yes. You're balancing out things, and then you got the card of family, marriage, and commitment. And this could also be stability for business. The outside energies is fast-moving momentum, communication. Yeah, the outside energy. So you're working hard and you're planning very carefully to set yourself up for a successful future. You're making your decisions with a long-term focus, and you are realizing that instant gratification is fleeting. So you're setting a solid foundation right now. You also have the mystery. That's the high priestess. So it's like you're working on the... It's like Spirit's got your back. Spirit's working in the unseen. You're working in the seen. And you guys are coming together to make this shit happen for you. Whatever it is that you want, that's your happiness, is going to happen. And your hopes are that you're going to get your wish fulfillment. Your personal wish is going to be fulfilled. It's going to be a win. You're going to be successful. You guys. And that you're going to get some rest. Okay, but let's get to your fears. That you're never going to see any progress, that you're going to procrastinate, and you're going to have to learn from failure. That you're going to fail. That's your fear. Oh, wow. Maybe you're afraid of somebody else finding happiness without you, because that's what it's looking like to me. Anyway, let's go to the overall possible outcome. You have the Ace of Cups, which talks about joy, love, abundance, simplicity, beautiful things flowing from your life, which is the outcome. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have a new beginning in love and in life in general, of how you see the world. But it's coming with you are looking at your burdens. You're looking at what's burdening you. And you're looking at your subconscious fears. And you know that they're there. And you know that they're driving you. You know that. And you have something that's hidden. You have something that you don't want anyone to know that's burdening you. And it's causing you internal conflict, and it's hurting you. And it's making you feel like you're at odds with yourself. And you're clear about this. You know this. And you know that you need to heal this to get to your cup. Because the wheel's turning. Your subconscious cards, you have the wheel turning. There's going to be celebration. There's going to be an end and a truth. Let's see what's up with this situation here. You're unsatisfied. Again, it's the same card. You're just not satisfied with whatever this burden is. Whatever's burdening you, that's hidden, that's keeping you fearful and alone and hurt, and it's like you're cut up. It's like your hands are cut up. And again, your fears is that you're afraid of somebody walking away. Okay, maybe because of somebody else you're involved with. I don't know. Tell me about the Ace of Cups. What it's looking like to me is that you're scared. And you know that your fear is holding you back. You might feel moody. It's like the scales are going to be balanced. But you have to do hard work. But you need to work hard so that you can balance the scales. Spirit can come in with justice. You can get rid of this lack mentality. You can stop hurting yourself and get to your cup. Because you've got so much shit going on that's just fucking killing you. Like, it's just weighing you the fuck down. Look at the things that you have in your life that are good, that you can celebrate. Because there are good things too. Look at the simple things, you know? How about this? I can give you one. Your house didn't burn down. And if it did, I'm so sorry. But how about you have a place to live and you have food to eat and you have plenty of work opportunities? You're not in lack. You have plenty of opportunities around you. The Spirit is handing you opportunity after opportunity of healing, of working, of raising yourself. But if you don't take it and you're just stuck on your one cup, you're not going to do anything and move forward until you get what you want. Then you're just going to hold yourself back because of your fear. Call in the white light. Ask it to help you get rid of these fears so you can step into your passionate new beginning. Because that's what Spirit wants for you. But look at fear's in the way. That's fear right there. Yeah, okay, so you're very, and this was in reverse. No, sorry, this was in reverse, which is even worse. It's like, but it also could mean releasing fear. So you're in a process. Just keep on moving with it. Keep on, remember, loving yourself through the fear. The fears are probably not yours. They're probably like that black negative thing that's feeding on you. Do not let it feed on you. Let it pass by, and then every time you feel a fear, say, cancel, clear, delete, and then instead envision what it is you do want. You don't have to feed the fear. The fear is feeding on you. So that's what's happening. And you're letting it. Because you keep on staying stuck in those thoughts and burdened and weighed down, and just move forward. Just shake it off and move forward. Okay, now I'm going to go because I need to be with myself. And I just hope that you have a really great time, and I'll see you next time when I see you.